Hello and welcome back to another video. Today here again on Forza Horizon 5, joined again by Failgames for a Ford vs Ferrari themed Le Mans inspired race.
We will be presenting many interesting facts while we race to see which is better around the Goliath, which is our stand-in for the Circuit de la Sarthe. Let's go! Oh, there's many Ferraris and many Fords. Petrol, why are you ahead of me? I don't like this.
Because technically this car is 1 year newer than yours and entered the year after and is many PI higher.
Well, but mine beat yours. Actually, no, it didn't, because Mark IV beat it. Followed by the Mark 1, followed by the Mark 1, which I don't understand how the Mark 1 came after the Mark 4.
Well, technically yours beat Ferraris in 1966, but not...
Ah!
Well, no, a Ford GT beat the Ferraris in 1967, but the Ferraris finished second and third, this one I believe finishing in second.
Oh, so is this like an opportunity to point out that Ford, as Ford, has never actually won?
I mean, Ferrari is Ferrari.
No, Ferrari has won as Ferrari, but not since 1964.
Oh, because in... And
checkpoint.
The year before that one, it was the North American Ferrari team that won.
Yes, the North American Racing Team, which was a motorsport racing team founded in 1958. It was created by businessman Luigi something or other to promote the Ferrari mark in the United States.
So in 1965, the Italian car was actually American, and the American car was actually British.
Yes, because Ford has never actually, according to Wikipedia at least, as Ford has never won. It was the Shelby American Inc., the Shelby American Inc., followed by the JW Automotive Engineering and JW Automotive Engineering, followed by many years of Porsches.
Yes, and interestingly, in the year, not Porsche, Ford won, Ferrari weren't even behind them, it was just millions of Porsches.
The year Ford won. See, sounds like what it's going to be like as of 2024, assuming everyone goes out and buys Porsches from Porsche.
I suppose technically speaking, you need to... I've hit a rock and died. I was going to say...
No, I'm not the only one.
Technically speaking, you should be in second or third, and then the car in the lead should be told to slow down so you can all finish together, and then you should overtake him on the start-finish line and win.
On the technicality. I've covered more distance. So that rule's still in place, so I'm never quite sure on that.
What, if you're on the same lap?
That whoever does the more distance, yeah. Wow, I'm miles away from the road. I don't know if that rule's still in place.
It's the sort of thing I imagine would be.
It's the sort of thing I imagine they fixed immediately after it happened.
That's the other possibility.
Although this is the FIA, they don't do anything unless someone dies.
Well, in those days, they didn't do anything even if anyone died.
That's a good point.
This Ferrari is apparently automatic, as I shall demonstrate here.
Have you died?
No, I've missed the pit entrance.
Excellent.
I believe it's this way. I'm going to engage pit limiter. Did they bother with that then?
I don't think they have that. I don't think they bothered with pit safety either.
Return to race route. What? Now?
Did they actually have a pit lane? Because I'm convinced somewhere I saw footage of cars just on the track being repaired.
I think they had a small concrete wall. Maybe that was on like even older Le Mans. They didn't bother at all.
In 1955, when they had the big crash, I'm convinced there wasn't even a pit wall.
Leaderboard.
Wow, that is a very interesting... I've missed the pit entry. There goes the Ferrari! I've slowed down slightly to make it fair. I'm going to give him a bit of a push. If I can catch up. Oh! I didn't mean like that. I wanted to push you forwards, not sideways.
You didn't push me at all.
What?
You're just sort of buzzing around behind me.
Really? Am I in contact with you?
No.
Imagine if... Oh, he's lagging. He's just going to suddenly send it backwards, I'm convinced.
Like that.
Am I pushing? Wow, no, not like... The brakes are terrible.
It's not... Right, it made it.
It's not as good as a new Ferrari. Ah! You murdered my Ferrari!
I don't remember the Ferrari hitting a tree in the film.
Ooh. Well, I hit a Ferrari in this film.
Another interesting, slightly related Le Mans fact that's not to do with Le Mans this long ago or very recently is that in 1995, when the McLaren F1 won Le Mans, it won it outright despite being a GT class car.
What, did all the prototypes... I'm assuming it was prototypes also there.
There was some form of prototypes and much rain, and for reasons the McLarens won.
I see. Did they have intermediates banned, as they do nowadays?
Possibly. I think in those days they were just tyres.
Hit another tree.
I don't remember this being a problem in the actual race.
Well, it could... Well, I think they have walls that guard the cars from trees. To be fair, you could hit a tree if you went flying on the Mulsanne straight and ended up in the trees.
Oh, like a Mercedes might.
Yes.
I've just done exactly that thing, except I hit a tree and then did a flip.
I see. Well, can you put it on minus 100% speed and then it'll look like you flipped and then hit a tree? Eerst is de inevende spel. Oei, ja, inevende snips, nesbusjen, hassen, ja, maar is nog weinig. Yes.
Wel, voor de eerste heel best ging het, hij has genoeg te spelen.
I've ended up in Horizon Apex. How does this always happen to me?
I ended up in a swamp full of mangroves.
Oh, right, so if I've been concentrating, I might be miles ahead. At this point, the question is, do I DNF? Well, this is an interesting race, even if I'm not particularly happy with the outcome. Had some interesting discussions.
It's a 1-2-3 to the Ferraris.
Oh, I see.
We've exactly done the opposite of history.
I see.
Except they're not from the same year anyway, so it's an irrelevant challenge.
No, not this! Go on! 1 second! Yes!
So there we go. Rather inaccurately, the Ferraris came out on top in this one, probably due to the fact the Ferrari in Forza is from 1967, so is 1 year too new, and therefore has an advantage over the Ford. That, though, is going to be all for today's video. As ever, do go and check out Fail's channel, which will be linked in the description. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next video very soon.